And now, ladies and gentlemen, Paddy Power, in association with Target Darts, proudly present Stay at Home Darts. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest clash in Stay at Home Darts history, as two legends collide. With 21 world titles between them, it's time to meet the players. From Den Haag in the Netherlands, the five-time champion of the world, Raymond van. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Stoke-on-Trent, England, for over 3 decades he dominated the world of darts. He is the record-breaking, history-making, 16-time the champion of the world. It's Phil the Power Taylor.
Well, welcome back to Paddy Power's Darts at Home, and we couldn't leave this brilliant series that we've seen over the last couple of months without throwing together two of the very best in the business for a rematch. Raymond van Barneveld against Phil Taylor. You may remember that we saw them on soft tip not so long ago. A brilliant game. Barney just missed a 9-darter, came from 6-3 down to win 7-6. Taylor has demanded the rematch, Wayne. He won't want to lose again.
He's demanded it. Look, he hates losing, doesn't he? If we remember that game as well, it was the race to 7. This is longer, race to 11, but he led 6-3 and he let it go. Barney went on the rampage late on, but as you can see there, Phil 59-60 in August. But look at the head-to-heads. No one on the planet has beaten Raymond van Barneveld more than the Power. He will fancy his chances, of course he will. But what's to like about this, Stu, is that this is how we've seen them so often, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Bullseye for Phil.
25. All the best, Phil. Have a good one.
And you, fella.
Yeah, so they're going to call the scores to each other.
Game on.
Barney in The Hague, Phil in Stoke-on-Trent.
Do you know what I find interesting, Stuart, is that, said it before, say it again, look at Phil Taylor's domicile, look at his abode, you wouldn't know he played darts. Barney, it's like a shrine to himself. Look at it. It's a Barney museum.
I like the way that they're calling the scores. No Kurt Bevins, no Russ Bray, no George Noble.
96.
Good job they can count. Unlike you when you were playing.
Hey, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, all the scores are being recorded. They are being recorded, but this is hilarious, by the way, by Paddy Power himself.
No.
Sitting in Paddy's Palace in Dublin. He wanted something to do. He fancied getting involved. And why not? Good on him.
Well, there's one thing for sure. Paddy won't be getting his numbers wrong. Yeah, looking forward to this. As you say, I mean, they're great mates off the hockey. It's all about winning, though. You know, and this is serious business. They'd have been practising, I'm sure.
58.
But playing at steel tip after the soft tip showdown, which was thoroughly enjoyable. And, of course, we've seen Taylor taking on Mikuru Suzuki. And
95.
Fallon Sherrick as well. We've really enjoyed some fun, haven't we, in lockdown, courtesy of Paddy Power. He's the one who's put it all on and given us all some enjoyment in these tough times.
Yeah, these two have been keeping competitive. They've played on the Modus Icon Tour, which is basically home darts as well. So they've been keeping their eye in. So I'm expecting a good game.
Well, Phil here, looking at needing 147 to hold his throw.
Oh.
Oh. All the reds, all the blacks, and all the colours. He couldn't get it.
It'll be good to hear throughout, won't it? The exasperation in their voices as we go on.
16.
There was a look to heaven and a delayed 16 from Raymond. 2 darts to break through. Missed.
Yeah, how important will they be? Look, we've seen it before. Race to decent numbers. This is first to 11, but don't think that won't bother Barney, because it will. Do you remember, Stuart, Robert Thornton played Phil Taylor in the final of the Grand Slam.
57.
And he had about 7 or 8 darts in the very, very first leg of that best of 31 contest. And I spoke to him after. He said, after missing all those darts at a double in that first leg, he went, I couldn't get over it. He went, I didn't get over it. So
81.
Don't think that won't hurt Barney, because it will.
Only 40 scored from Raymond.
Barney could have put a new board up, couldn't he? Come on, he's a 5-time world champ. He's got 30 quid, surely.
60.
This bit's all right. Look at the 8. Look.
I know. So I'm not seeing too many darts in the treble 20.
125.
But there's a couple. Like a bit more of a spring in the step and a bit more of a raised smile in the voice.
Did you hear that as well? Good darts, Bud, from
Good
Phil,
darts.
and thank you from Raymond. Tell you what, when they played in the World Championship finals, there was none of that nicety, was there? They were out to rip each other's throats out.
Just while we're obviously watching 2 of the greatest and Barney leaving a finish, just over the next leg or 2, just give us an inside track, if you will, on what it was like to play Phil Taylor and Raymond van Barneveld in those big stage games. I mean, was the gamesmanship?
69.
Were they talking? So I'll just let you think about that while we see out this second leg. But it'll just be interesting to hear from Wayne, who's beaten them both and lost to them both, what it's actually like to play Taylor and Barney on the big stage. But first of all, let's just see if Barney can level up after missing those 2 darts at double 16 to win the opening leg and break the Taylor throw.
53.
So 52
It'll be interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting, Stu, if he leaves the 32 again. Yes, he does. He wants to put it right this time. Double 8.
Game shot in 3.
Yep, double 8
1-1.
game. 1-1. So go on, off you go. I mean, I'm actually interested to know, because, you know, all the times that we've shared a commentary box, I don't think I've probably asked you this question, but, you know, actually what's it like on stage?
82.
Is the natter? Is the chatter? Is there a bit of gamesmanship?
Right, you will get always a little bit of chat from Phil, always, because I just found him
180.
quite relaxed, whereas I found Barney that little bit more tense, that little bit more uptight. And the one thing is for sure, you could play mind games with
140.
Barney, and he's cracked in a max here to start. Yes. Oh, but I always
85.
felt, Stuart, that you could upset Barney with antics, whereas Phil was just that stronger minded, if you will. You always had to outplay him, whereas
140.
Barney, you could out muscle him, you could out manipulate him. I thought.
What do you mean by that with the antics? Is that just by the celebration or whipping up the crowd?
Yeah, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like anyone celebrating. He doesn't like anyone just chatting. He doesn't like anyone putting him off his rhythm. Phil trying to work it out. You want 62, Phil? Yeah, 42, 52, 62, yeah, 72, yeah. Well, he got there in the end, didn't he?
87.
The mind of a 16-time world champ.
I think Phil was always the first to admit, though, he wasn't the best counter, was he?
140.
It didn't seem to matter much.
No, he did what he liked. Now, 52 again. He's being left a lot.
Game in 2.
Oh, look at that for in the corner.
Right in the corner. But you couldn't...
That
you
is-
couldn't I was going to say, Wayne, you couldn't unsettle Taylor at all.
The only time I ever felt
125.
unsettled him, and I don't want to go on about it, was when I beat him in the World Championship. For one reason, though, Stuart, he was so far from his best that I thought he could be unsettled.
Yeah.
But normally, no, wouldn't even try it. Just wouldn't even try it. Everyone
84.
knows. Most players know that when they play Barney, if you do the right thing at the right time, you can get him shaking his head and you can get him giving up for a while, can't you?
59.
Look at what happened in the very, very first leg. He shook his head after missing a couple of darts at a double. So we know he's not as mentally strong as Barney, but as Phil. But what Barney has got is
100.
absolute
100.
oodles of talent. 100. This is fun.
Go on, then.
They're fine.
140.
They're finding their rhythm now. This is good. Already.
I just love the way that this has all happened, you know, with the lockdown darts over the last few weeks. As you say,
97.
the Modus Tour, the PDC home tour, and of course Paddy Power putting on a great show with these head-to-head clashes involving Phil and Barney
99.
and Suzuki and Fallon, and you know, I think it's helping to keep everybody sane. If anything can ever keep Wayne Mardle sane, as Van Barneveld leaves 78.
Yeah, I think it should be here to
80.
just continue because I think it's good entertainment. I think the players enjoy it. Now, for a level game.
38.
140 for Philip.
I get the feeling he's just outscoring Phil at the moment. Phil's relying on
yeah.
Barney to miss, isn't he?
No.
No.
100.
So tops for Barney for 2-2. Oh,
Dave shot in 3.
did well, didn't he?
Oh, Barney, you lucky boy.
Come on!
He used that dart beautifully, didn't he? Sliding in off the barrel. But yeah, last dart in hand. 2-2. Is it going to be 3 in the bed for Phil?
140.
Now, do you know what I thought was quite interesting? That I've already said that no one's beaten Barney more times than Phil, and that's 61 times.
140.
But they've only met 4 times over this exact distance, the first to 11. Barney's won 3 of them, Phil won. But the last one was in the 2017 World Match Play when Phil, well, let's be honest, he annihilated everyone in front of him, didn't he?
Yeah.
140.
Yeah. And if you, I mean, some of you may well have been watching and listening as Wayne and I commentated on the Taylor Barney soft tip game, which Barney won 7-6. But
58.
for all the, in case you weren't, just my opinion, but for all the titles that Taylor's won, you know, including all the world titles, that for me is in the top 3. That match play win in his retirement year,
59.
and he beat a catalogue of players, and Van Barneveld, and of course, and Van Gerwen and Lewis and Wright in the final. But it was just Taylor at his supreme best, and you know it was the perfect farewell from
45.
what pretty much was the perfect week, Wayne.
Yes, it was, yeah. Obliterated them. They got nowhere near him.
72.
Well,
Well,
he's left
Phil-
himself a finish, and again a chance here to break the Taylor throw, unless
He's hanging on. He's hanging on
82.
here, in my opinion.
is this going to be the first break of throw for Van Barneveld. The ball.
42.
And how many times
I
have we seen
wonder.
Taylor mop this up, these sort of scores, and his opponent's been waiting and hoping, and those hopes are dashed.
56.
Fiddlesticks,
he didn't
56.
like it. The exasperation. He didn't like that at all. Now, can he ping 32? He's got to start hitting this, otherwise he won't win this match.
16.
He's annoyed. He's vexed. He's angry. He's agitated. He's Barney.
Yes.
Game in 1.
Oh, well, Barney.
Get in there, Barney.
Yeah.
See? Stuart,
work.
look, he knows he's winding him up. Honestly,
Yeah,
he knows
absolutely
he's
does.
winding him up.
2 darts at double 16 to win the opening leg against the throw for Barney. 2 darts at double 16 and 1 at the bull to win the 5th leg. And yeah, I mean, Barney is actually scoring better and playing better. But you say Phil's hanging on.
42.
But the bottom line is Taylor leads 3-2. Just to let you know, in this Paddy Power Darts at Home challenge, there will be a break
100.
after 10 legs. First to 11
Yeah.
to be the winner.
98.
If Barney starts hitting his doubles, then Phil will be in trouble. But it's a big but. It really is. He's looking way more comfortable on the 60 bed. He's thrown with a nice rhythm. That was unlucky.
The last competitive clash between these two
100.
in September 2017 at the Champions League of Darts. Taylor won 10-9, would you believe? But before that, Barney won by the same score in the summer of 2017 in the World Series in the quarterfinals of the Perth Darts Masters.
Well, Phil's are going in all over the place here.
100.
How we got a ton out of that, I will not know. Now, can Barney land the big fish? No. Can he leave it handy? Another one of those will leave double 18.
34.
Again, outscoring his opponent. I know he threw first, but he's still outscoring him.
No.
At 3-3, which I'm assuming it's going to go 3-3, and you know me, Stu, never
99.
wrong. Never wrong. I think Phil will be thinking, I've got to step up here because I'm hanging on.
Game shot in 2.
And it is 3-3.
All very intriguing, isn't it? Very interesting. And as we saw during the soft tip game, there will be a few smiles during this, of course, and they've been able to hear each other and a few little jokes and comments.
66.
But once it gets towards the end, once it gets to the business end, it all kind of changes, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was just about to say. I reckon
98.
after about like the 12th, 13th leg, it will be, right, no more chat, get job done.
Yeah.
I was going to say, get in the car and go home, but they're home.
Well, the miracles of modern technology, and this is why the Paddy Power
96.
Darts at Home has been so good over the last couple of months, is that, of course, Barney is in The Hague, in Holland, Phil's in Stoke-on-Trent.
140.
We've got technicians working in London, Wayne's in Essex, I'm up in the northwest of England, and it's all coming together by the miracles of modern technology. And the fact that Wayne has managed to work that technology is probably the biggest plus of the day.
Yes, I had someone round in a hazmat suit to sort it out.
99.
Again, Barney.
Well, surely this time,
Outscoring
Wayne,
Phil
surely
Taylor.
he's got to break the throw
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Phil's struggling.
83.
Not struggling to the point of Mardle struggle or Pike struggle, but for Phil, he's not playing as well as Raymond.
He could be
Absolute
5-1 up
fact
here,
for me.
Barney.
140.
He could be 5-1 up. He's surely going to go 4-3
Yeah.
up.
These are darts that I'm seeing from Phil more often,
45.
Stuart. And we've noticed with a soft tip and now proper darts, proper steel tip, that he has a lot of low darts now, Phil. Just a
13
little bit
darter.
of a late release. Look, Barney's actually every so often he hints at making a comeback, Stuart. it's always when he's put in a good, sustained
43.
performance. And if he goes on and carries on playing like this for a sustained period, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts uttering those
60.
words, I may come back again, because this is quite good from him, I've got to say.
I think it would be a shame if he came back. I really do. I think he will
59.
forever be one of the most popular.
I don't want him
players,
to.
No, in the history of the sport, and you know, he can enjoy himself now. He can enjoy his life. He got a new partner, Julia, who's enjoying his life, and you know, he's got lots to look forward to. It's interesting, actually, in an interview a few weeks ago, that he actually revealed that maybe he should have quit earlier. And that disappointing, that heartbreaking defeat to Darren Young at the World
140.
Championship. One of the lowest moments of his entire career, but you know, I think for both of them, you know, they've both got so much to look forward to.
100.
Enjoy your darts, enjoy your life, enjoy your lifestyle.
Yeah, indeed. Phil's on another health kick, isn't he? We mentioned it a couple of weeks ago
87.
when he played Fallon Sherrock, but he's trying to lose weight again and just be a bit more healthier. He goes out on his bike
85.
every so often. And Barney, got to say, he's looking a bit svelte, isn't he? Looking as keen as mustard.
100.
Yeah, Barney on a finish. So is Taylor, but the way Taylor's been playing, you can't see him at the moment taking out a big finish. Don't forget a break
58.
after 10 legs. I think Phil may be looking forward to that. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Just use that dart.
66.
More exasperation for Barney.
98.
Look at him,
98.
eyeing the 60, eyeing that treble 20, eyeing the 54. His sight isn't what it used to be.
58.
So,
Look at the smirk from Barney, thinking, "Oh, got another poke."
Game shot in 3.
last dart in hand, game shot in 3. It's 3 legs on the spin. 5-3 it is, but don't forget that Barney also missed darts to win legs 1 and 5. I mean, 5-3 could easily have been 7-1.
96.
Phil needs to get on this.
Yeah, he's hanging on. He's hanging on, Stu. And Barney knows it. We go on about front runners and chasers. And it's,
180.
as Barney, it's another max. And it's widely known, it's commonly known that Barney relaxes more when he's in front. He's not the best chaser in the world. But he's doing all the right things, making all the right noises in this game so far. He's got the power right where he wants him.
100.
53-year-old Dutch darting icon against the 59-year-old. Well, they say simply the best.
58.
You and I and Rod Studd had a discussion, didn't we, not so long ago about the top 5 players.
105.
And while we're on here, we just want to wish our colleague Rod all the best. I'm sure most of you know by now that Rod suffered a stroke a couple of weeks ago. He's doing okay. Slow progress, but he's doing okay, and we're all behind him.
Yeah.
121.
Onwards and upwards. Well, that slip from Phil left 168. So Barney knows that if he can just leave this Andy,
42.
Yeah,
which
no
he
finish
doesn't.
for Taylor. Yeah, interesting that Wayne wanted Michael Van Gerwen at 1. I was kind of swayed to have Michael Van Gerwen at 1 in the best top 5 ever. But I think in the end, just because of the stack of trophies that we went with Taylor.
Game shot in 2.
And Barney goes with double 16. Good darts, Ray. It's 6-3. It's 4 legs on the spin. And Taylor, in a spot of bother here, Barney here, is on a real roll.
It's all a bit easy for him, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's all a bit easy for RVB.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Barney was in there, wasn't he? The top 5 that we went for as we look for another Barney maximum.
180.
And there it is. Barney is piling it in at the moment. Brilliant darts from the Dutchman. Taylor has to come back. We had Taylor 1, Van Gerwen 2.
100.
We had Eric Bristow 3, Gary Anderson 4, and Raymond van Barneveld 5. All about opinion. And that took about an hour to sort out, didn't it?
140.
Yes, it did, yes. Well, if Raymond could have played like this his whole career, he wouldn't have been 5th in that list. I'll tell you, this is good. He's won 4 on the bounce. Phil is he's doing all right, but he's not doing the right thing at the right time. And Raymond is running riot.
145.
He's on for a 10 darter here.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. A break after the 10th leg. I think Barney would be too pleased about going into a break, but what a performance this has been. He needs double 18 for 5 legs on the spin.
Can he get it? From a 3-2 deficit, Raymond van Barneveld. Oh!
Do you know
But
what?
he's got time.
I'd have been inclined to bust the score there. You know, with Taylor back on 177.
I'd have been inclined to get double 18.
If you're lucky.
97.
If you're lucky. 144 coming in for 7-3. And there it is. Raymond van Barneveld is in fabulous form. He leads here by 7 legs to 3. And he has won 5 legs on the spin. Don't go anywhere. I'm sure Phil Taylor will still have a word or two to say about this. But we'll be back for the finale of this Paddy Power Darts at Home Challenge in just a moment.
Hi there, welcome back to the Paddy Power Home Darts Challenge. It's RVB taking on PT, Phil Taylor. Well, it's 7-3, as you can see, to Raymond van Barneveld. But let me tell you this. I think he might be a little disappointed with that scoreline, Stuart. I believe that he should be, or could be, shoulda, coulda, woulda. He could have been 9-1 up, couldn't he?
Yeah,
He's in scintillating form and the power isn't.
But we know from years and years of experience.
79, 80.
You playing.
88.
Well, then Phil got there in the end. You playing and me commentating that you that you never write off Philip Douglas Taylor.
100.
No, correct. Yeah, he's been written off many times over the years. Do you remember that real slump he had? The year he's kind of evading me, Stuart, but it was when he lost to Aidan Kirk in the UK Open.
That's
Everyone
correct.
was saying, that's it. That's it.
Gone.
He's playing so bad, there's no way back. There's no way back. Well, he managed to win major after that. He's an incredible human being, is Phil Taylor.
85.
I think the one thing, I mean, both players will probably always admit, having retired, I mean, obviously there's a lot less pressure and you can enjoy it and, you know, you can get paid and put on a show and exhibitions and all the rest of it. I think there's one thing talking to you occasionally that you miss that competitive edge. I know you enjoy yourself when you go to exhibitions and put on exhibitions. You know, you want to put on a show, but just occasionally that competitive edge, it isn't there anymore.
Yeah, correct. Look, these guys they're enjoying life. They're loving life.
We just missed a dart
Well,
to
that
break
was-
again.
Yeah, that was
Shanghai.
for 8-3. Phil really needs to ping this. Double 15.
Oh, 75.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear the dink of the wire just the wrong side?
Oh,
Big shot in one.
blimey. Blimey.
Wow.
8-3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs on the spin for Barney. He only needs 3 more.
Is it 6? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And he's got the darts here. And the way Phil's playing, let's be honest here. I don't think Phil's playing that poorly. I think his timing has just been a little off of when he's hit the big shots. But Barney is just dominating proceedings. But yeah, I've played both of these in big corporate events, Stuart, and they've still got it. Yeah. They've still got it, but they're playing on their terms. Phil is travelling the world to Japan, to all continents, but he's doing it on his terms, and that's what he likes.
Hey, no matter the fact that they're not playing in the PDC anymore, they are still two of the biggest draws in the sport. The end, and people will want to go and watch them and pay good money to see them. I know when Wayne Mardle does an exhibition, it's 50p in, isn't it? Or is that for 2 tickets?
No, free now. Free.
60.
Free.
Now, joking apart, having seen some of Wayne's exhibitions, they are some of the very best that you will ever see. And if you haven't seen them, just wait until he hits a 180.
Yeah, it's a long wait. But Phil may hit a... Oh, go on, then.
Go on.
Bullseye! Oh!
133.
Watching a 16-time world champ trying to work this out is hilarious.
We got there in the end, as we keep saying.
104.
They're both... Look, I assure you... Right. I assure you that these guys... that they don't normally announce what they score. What they normally say to a marker or to a referee, don't they, Stuart, is 24 left, 32 left, 36 left. Please don't think that these guys have lost their minds during lockdown. They haven't. It's a different routine for them.
But Phil stays in the game. That's a break of throw, and it's the first time that Barney has seen his throw broken. It stops the rot after losing 6 consecutive legs. Barney's still 3 away from winning this showdown. Can he do a soft tip, steel tip double over his arch rival?
60.
Yeah. Oh no!
They're low again. I know he likes a low dart, but they really are low. They're too low for Phil, and they're hard work getting there. He needs to go on some kind of rampage here just to keep closer order with RVB.
59.
Well, certainly got to hold his throw here, Taylor. Yeah, as I say, looks like being the last
91.
of our Paddy Power Darts at Home challenge matches, and all of them have been thoroughly enjoyable. Kuru Suzuki and Fallon Sherrick coming mighty close to beating Phil Taylor.
140.
Barney coming from 6-3 down to beat Phil and the soft tip version, and Barney here looking very good in the steel tip version.
128.
Fantastic switch, 2 in the treble 18, and well, Barney's darts are singing sweetly at the moment.
Yes, 10 for 32. Big dart.
Game at 3.
Oh, big player, big man. Big finish.
Well, 8-3 to 8-4 to 8-5. It ain't over just yet.
He's not wobbling, is he? Barney's not wobbling. Nowhere near it.
180.
Do you know, I've just noticed,
the nonchalant 180. That's a bit of 180. Come on.
Forget the 180. Do you know, I've just noticed that Phil Taylor's had a bit of a change round with his furniture. I'm sure the sofa was the other way round against Fallon Sherrock.
Let's have a look.
45.
Well, maybe. Answers on a postcard. I like the vases.
I'm sure it's been moved round.
I like the vases. Might be some good Wedgwood, some Stoke-on-Trent pottery there in the display cabinet.
No, they're Ming.
94.
Right. This is getting real kind of nip and tuck for Barney now, because look, I know he's 8-5 in front, but when you've dominated like he has, you want to keep that buffer. You don't want to let Phil Taylor getting any closer than 3 or 4 legs. So big moments for Raymond.
Yeah, good old Paddy Power sat at home doing the score. Hasn't got a lot wrong, has he? As you say, on
when does he get it wrong, eh?
Well, I know.
Well, it should be.
100.
9-5. 32.
Game shot in 2.
Good art,
Game
mate.
shot in 2. He enjoyed saying that.
Yeah. Well, game shot in 2 means Phil has it all to do.
Phil Taylor has got to win 6 of the next 7 legs to be victorious. What do you reckon, Stu? Yay or nay?
85.
If you're pushing
You've
me,
got to say no, haven't you?
I don't think he can.
No,
I mean,
no, all right.
that's unlucky for
80.
Barney because that was 60 on the 4, in and out of the treble 20. But I think Barney's level has been consistent and consistently good throughout this. And you know, even when Taylor won those couple of legs just after the break, Barney's scoring hasn't dipped at all.
It was low darts
100.
again. Real low darts from Phil. They're late releases. The timing is just not what it was. He's nearly 60. I'm not saying you lose it. He certainly hasn't lost it. Still better than me.
180.
There's the timing.
I think that's his first.
Do you know what? I think you're right.
99.
Well, he's just got to hold his throw here and try and put pressure on the Barney throw. But, you know, as we mentioned, you know, Barney's just been really good throughout this challenge match.
100.
Well, I think he's thrown slightly better. And Barney is just gone off the boil. Not badly, but just enough.
55.
And you can tell by his body language, he's not as happy, is he, Stuart?
I think he's just got to hold his throw twice. That's what he's got to be telling himself.
You make it sound so simple. It's Phil Taylor he's playing.
There we go. 12 darter.
36.
But he will return to get back, hopefully, as far as he's concerned, to within 1 leg of Raymond van Barneveld.
85.
48.
That's correct.
Game in 1.
So there we go. The 180 from Taylor helping him to the leg. 9-6 it is. He's won 3 out of the last 4. I think you need to win 3 out of the next 4
100.
just to stay in contention.
Yeah, big moments coming up here. I know we said that you had to win 6 of the last 7, but all you do in that
100.
situation is just chip away. You're like, right, win this one. Then you get that done. Then it's win the next one. And do you know what Phil's missing right now?
180.
He's missing looking at his opponent and see how worried he is. That's what he's see what body language his opponent is kind of displaying.
I make it half a dozen 180s for Barney now.
78.
78 for Taylor, but Barney here, strong favourite to go within 1.
Has he had 6 already?
65.
Yeah, he's been playing really, really well. Impressive darts from Barney. Living 156.
Yes, you're right, Stuart.
100.
I can't believe I doubted the Pike Meister on the counting of the 180s. Well, he normally loves a 156, Barney. He'll set this up handy.
140.
Good art, Barney.
Yeah, good dart, Barney. Tell you what, Phil, you didn't mean that. You were insincere then.
135.
So here we go. 88 for 10-6.
Oh, dear.
Well, I cannot believe that.
Oh, dear. yeah, look at him. 60 double 14.
Oh, Barney.
Oh, yeah.
That's awkward.
It's in.
Game
It is.
3.
It's snuck in.
I have. Look.
It's in. It's in. It is.
I'm telling you. The crowd in here is getting wild, pal.
The crowd in here is going wild, pal. Do you know what? Again.
Exhibition in here.
It's like a Keith Della exhibition in here. Yeah, empty. One person, and that's Della.
Oh, I do hope Keith at some stage
7.
watches this. That's all I can say.
Well, he'll have no choice because I'll send him it.
58.
Well, as I say, I mean, that beats any commentary line during this broadcast. It's like a Keith Della
That's fantastic.
exhibition. 1-0 to Taylor. But seriously, though, for Barney, 3 missed darts for 10-6.
60.
He's won 4 of the last 5, hasn't he, Phil?
Correct.
Yes. Barney won 6 on the
140.
bounce, and Phil's won 4 of the last 5. Wow.
304.
Yep, 304 Taylor, 303 Barney. He can't come back and win this, surely. Surely.
God.
55.
Well, Ray looking to lead 170 or 132.
130.
He's left the big fish again.
Yeah, good darts.
Come on, this time, Ray.
Good darts, Barney.
Well, he's stopping the rot as well, Stuart, if he can ping it.
174.
Fantastic, Taylor.
Wow.
But look at this. Oh. But the 174 from Taylor, is he going to peg another one back?
51.
Oh, he's got the
Yes.
51.
Game in 2.
Wow.
Well, Barney
Well,
had 3
Barney
darts for
went on-
10-6, Wayne, and Phil has now won
Yeah.
5 out of the last 6.
Yeah. He has played better in that period, and Raymond went slightly off the
96.
boil. Slightly. I don't mean to the point of he was giving the legs away. Phil was working hard for them. But it all equates to just one leg in it now. And like we said after the break, Stuart, didn't we? At 7-3,
96.
Barney really could have been 9-1 up.
Correct.
He could have been out of sight. Watching.
Oh, I don't think it
Oh,
scores.
120
Doesn't count.
No.
120.
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Good stuff from
Yeah,
Barney.
one of the greatest rivalries in darts ever, isn't it? Along with probably Lowe and Bristow
80.
and
The
Jockey
bounce
Wilson and
out
Bristow.
One of the great
I've had other
rivalries
greats
in sport, Wayne.
in sport. Yeah.
There's the
along
180.
I don't know. Federer and Nadal, maybe. McEnroe, Borg.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know we're dart fans, Stuart, but we
59.
think it's right up there because we've watched these over the last 3 decades go at it.
He's done
Double
it.
16.
No, he
73.
hasn't. He's just wide. Yeah, I mean, it goes on. Watson against Nicholas in golf, and there's so many fantastic rivalries in sport. But I would say Taylor van Barneveld's certainly in the top 10.
100.
But Van Barneveld hoping to make it 10 legs with double 16.
Game shot in
And he
1.
does get the double 16. So 10-8. Barney's 1 away. 3 legs to go. Phil's got to win the lot.
Well, it does sound difficult winning 3 on the bounce.
53.
What's he doing? What's he doing? Why did he throw so quick and why did he throw at the bullseye? What happened there?
57.
I don't know.
Well, it sounds like it's a real difficult chore, but he won 5 out of 6 at one point, and he's only got a break once because he won the bullseye before we started.
Yeah, good point.
Why is he throwing so quick?
96.
I don't know. May have been distracted.
I'll tell you what he's doing, Stu. I think he's controlling his nerves here. This is what can happen when you don't play on a tour, so to speak. I think he might be controlling his nerves by throwing so quick.
Well, either
he
that-
looks flushed.
Either that, Wayne, or he was thinking about the next Keith Deller exhibition.
81.
I think he's nervous.
Well,
I'll have to ask him.
He's left, yeah, absolutely. Well, he's left 165, left a bogey number, but it shouldn't matter.
140.
It looks like he's going to say, well, Barney, you've got to serve this out, and I've got to try and break.
139.
Well, Barney now, if he can hit a 140, there will be pressure on the 66. And that is the 140. Because Barney, I think, will get a dart to take this if this doesn't go.
$100.
So Taylor down to 88. And Barney here. A dart for the match.
Game shot.
And there it is, a 120 finish from Raymond van Barneveld.
Thank you very
What
much.
a way
Welcome,
to win it.
Cheers.
Raymond van Barneveld was the better player throughout for me. That was a fantastic performance by the 5-time world champ. He does the double, the soft tip and the steel tip double over the 16-time world champ. Raymond van Barneveld wins by 11 legs to 8.
And what a cracker it's been, and we all hope that you have enjoyed the darts that we've been able to put on. Our thanks go to Paddy Power, of course, for their time and their help to put on these darts at home challenges. And hopefully it won't be too long before we're seeing some live darts out and about, with the big tournaments coming up in the second half of the year. But from me and from Wayne, thanks for watching. And from Raymond van Barneveld, a big thank you. He beat Phil Taylor 7-6 in soft tip, and he's beaten Phil Taylor 11-8 in steel tip.